On Thumbs Up Thursday, and I'm so excited. I have a great guest to share with you today. But first of all, I want to tell you that if you watch all through the video, all through the whole thumbs up, you have the option to win a $50 gift card from Authorized Vac and Sew. So you don't need to be, present to win, but stay tuned through the whole video because you're going to learn a lot and you'll know if you won or not. So the best way that you can enter to win here is to do thumbs up in our comments. Just type in thumbs up, no emoji, no nothing. Before I introduce my guest, first of all, I wanted to tell you that. Well, first, let me just show you something. I've become official now. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, I have my own mug now. So, no, this is what I want to show you. This is Design and Quilt. It's a software that Authorized Vac and Sew has sold a lot of. But to be honest with you, we have not done as much with it as we should. And we are excited about starting these series now to start teaching all of our customers who have purchased this software with learning how to use it, basically. So that's why I asked Judy to come on today, is because Design and Quilt is a really, really cool software that every single quilter I feel should own, because you can have your own creativity to create your own. And I'm going to let Judy show you that. So Judy Fredenberg is a national educator for R&K Distributing. She is phenomenal. She's a wealth of knowledge. She's very hard to get in my store, so I figured it'd be really cool to get her on some virtuals with us to help us out with some of these awesome things that we offer, and I want you to see what all you can do with it. So Judy is the perfect person for that. So let's go ahead and put Judy on. Judy Fredenberg, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Love you out there.
Okay. I know. I've been watching you on Facebook, and you've been doing some really cool things with this Design and Quilt software by Alex Anderson. And I wanted to see if you could share that with our customers. So I'm going to let you get going.
Sure. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So I have a little quilt temple here I want to show you first. I'm going to show you how easy it is to create this block, and then what the software does for you, and you don't have to do any math. It replaces your graph paper, but take a look. This is the little pineapple quilt sampler that I did. You can make them as big as you want, but as Veronica says, I travel a lot, and my suitcases, I'm already traveling with it 3. I can't travel with any more, so I got to keep making smaller ones. But you can make them any size, and you can make your block any size and still not have to do any math. So let me show you how easy it is to create this. I have the software here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up. This was in the software, and I want to make a couple change. Number 1, it is a 10-inch block. Over here on the right, it shows me it's a 10-inch block, but let's change it. Let's make it a 6-inch block. And I'm going to click apply. Now you saw it shrink here, but nothing else changed. Everything else looks good. But look at this. When I come up to print preview right here at the top, it's going to show me all the information I need to create this block. This is the block right here. It's showing me the colors. It's showing me the orders. This is done as just showing you the block here. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. First way, it's showing me all the pieces I need to cut so I can sew them together. Shows me the yardage that I need. It shows me what the block should look like when I'm done, how to lay it out. But there is something that we can use that's going to make it even easier. And this is called foundation paper piecing. So I'm going to come right up to the next icon. I have the block, haven't changed anything. I want to do foundation paper piecing. And so I'm going to click on the first icon here that says foundation piecing. And when I click on that, it pops the window up. And I'm going to say, software, let's auto assign the order you're going to stitch. That's it. It is ready to go. So all my information is ready, and I'm going to use Print and Piece. This is Print and Piece right here. Print and Piece is a 50-50. 50% water soluble and 50% fibers, which means I can print out my foundation piecing. So there's my pineapple square all printed out. And then if you've not done this, this is really cool. Better show you how to do this. This is the stitching side. This is the fabric side. So your fabric goes on the non-printed side and you stitch on the lines. Can you see those lines right there? You stitch on the lines. So when you stitch on the line, you will then come to the other side and you will flip it over, and ta-da, magic for video. There you go. You flip it over and you have your pieces and you trim them up. I don't know about you, but this is the easiest way to get the sharpest point and straight edges. So that's what Print and Piece does for you. You can come back. I have another one here. Let's take a look at this one. Let's do the jack-o'-lantern.
Judy,
Yes.
Print and Piece. So are you using the Print and Piece Light or the Print and Piece?
Print and Piece, because Print and Piece doesn't have any fusible on it since we're stitching and pressing and flipping. So when we did this stitch right here, when I stitched across here, I would put it out. I would need to press it so then I could trim it. And that's what gives you all the sharp edges. So I don't want fusible on here because I don't want to be fusing every time I put an iron down.
So we don't. So, okay. I have seen the most amazing paper piecing patterns available that have just been like, some of them are like 120, 100 up to $200, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where, are you telling me we could create our own?
Yes. Yes. You can create your own.
With this software?
Yep. With the software, you can create your own. You can do anything. If you want to draft your own, there is a part here where we can go right up here where it says create your block. You can make an easy block if you want to do your own drafting. So let me do one really quick here. I'll just create a simple one. What I'm doing is putting it on triangles so that I can make triangle corners. So you've probably seen that in some blocks where that's like a snowball quilt. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come right up here, and this is how easy it is to create your own. I'm going to create a triangle in this corner. Okay, there's my first one. And then I'm going to come over here and create another one. And I'll come down here to the bottom one and create this corner. So these are actually pieces that I am creating that I can assign fabric to it. I can assign my color to it so that my software knows, whoops, I missed one. That's okay. I'll come back and draw it again. Here we go. And then I'm going to create the centerpiece right here. And there we go. And this is what's so cool about this software is you don't have to keep redrawing everything. You can just pick it up. So I can pick it up, add it, get all my pieces. There we go. And now we'll combine that. There. So now I have my little snowball. So on paper piecing, I mean, you can get really fancy, but for demonstration purposes today, I'm just doing a little one. If I printed this out, I could actually use this as my stitch line right here for my fabrics to go. So let's talk about that. Let's put some fabric in here. Fabric comes in here. We don't put a lot in because fabric, you can go through fabric pretty fast because it changes. Just think about it. It gets retired, gets sold out. So we've done it so you can use and play with a little bit, but you can take your camera and take a picture of your own fabric and have your own fabrics show up in your quilt block. So you can addition it before you even cut anything. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down here, and maybe I want to put a solid. Let's just see how this looks. There. Oh no, that's way too bright. Let's change that. That's better. All right. So if that's my block and I now want to make that a foundation piecing using my print in piece fuse light, I look right here at my foundation piecing. There we go. Auto assign. And there you go. It's showing me my pieces. It's ready to go. So if I go up here to my print preview right here, and I can look, you can see I'm on foundation piecing. It shows me where my fabrics go. It shows me my 2 pieces, shows me my yardage. And then the block, because the block is a bigger block, it's split in half. So I would have to print it on 2 and tape it together. So that's how easy it is to create your own foundation paper piecing. So imagine if you want to do spikes or circles or just anything, any way you can do it. You can do it this way. You can also bring a photo in the background and you can trace over it. You can make paper piecing easy. The best part is normally on paper piecing, we stitch on newsprint. Well, because we're stitching on print and piece and it being water soluble, you don't have to worry about having papers all over the house or having to clean them up, because once you're done sewing the whole quilt top together, you can do it before you quilt it or after you quilt it. But as soon as you wash it, the majority of it washes out. Your quilt will still be soft. It'll be gorgeous. And you don't have to worry about taking all those papers out. Here's another thing. Veronica, have you ever made a mistake when you're sewing? And you
Never.
you got to take those stitches out. You know, the frog stitch? You got to take those stitches out. Rip it, rip it, rip it, right? Well, here's the thing. On newsprint, when you take stitches out, that stitch line disappears. But when you're on print in piece and you take stitches out, because this is fibrous, your line's still there. You don't have to worry about trying to draw a line again. It's still there. How cool is that?
Judy,
cool.
I think this is all super cool. I literally, I don't know. I've seen so much paper piecing. I think it's kind of, it's a really cool, accurate way to be able to quilt. Absolutely. But I know that some people have gotten, where the patterns are just so expensive. So this is so cool. They can make their own. But how many actual patterns are in this software as well? How many, if they didn't want to be creative? I mean, I think it's cool for all the people who want to be creative, but for me, who just says, give me some patterns.
Sure. If you did not want it, I actually haven't counted all of them because I have created a bunch and added, but all of these are categories. And we even have a category here called Alex Anderson's blocks. So when you click on it, if you've seen any of her patterns, these are her quilt blocks. They're in the software for you. You don't even have to create them. They're there for you to use. You can also just do a standard 9 patch. There's different ones here. Come down here to variable stars. I mean, there are a ton. I actually probably should count all of it. Oh, these are some of my blocks. So here's another cool thing. When you create your own block, you can actually, here's a pixel quilt I did. You can actually save it in the software. When you save it, it automatically saves in the software. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to go like, oh, where did it go? Do I have to save outside the software? What can I do with it? So there's a ton in here. I really need to count this, I think.
I don't think you do. I'm seeing a lot of choices. You know what I'm thinking is, Judy, I don't think that this software has been able to be presented on. I don't think we've been able to sell it yet on internet before. Is that that's a new thing, correct?
That's a new thing. That's a new thing.
So perhaps I'm thinking that a lot of people don't know about this software unless they come to an event, right? So this will be a first time now that you'll be able to purchase this software and at event pricing. This is the designing quilt The MSRP on this by Alex Anderson is $800, $799.99. And the sale price now you can get online from our store authorized back. And so if you click the link below, you can get this for $599.99. That is amazing. I mean, I think people will have so much fun with this, just what's built into it, and then having the option to create. That's really going to be a game changer.
Yep. Yep. And there is a lot of fun to create. I can show you other ones. We've got other little samples to go. Here's one here.
Judy?
Yep. This is foundation. I just thought I'd show you this one real quick.
Yeah.
So
Can
it
you hold
doesn't
it up
have,
a little bit?
yep.
Oh,
Doesn't have to be blocks. It can be a scene. It could be pretty much anything you want. If you cannot sew straight, that is what Print and Piece does for you. And with combination with the software, it's just an amazing thing to do.
So they need Print and Piece.
Yep.
And they need
Print
the
and Piece
software.
and
All
software.
of this is on sale on our website. If you just click the links below, and you will be able to get the software and all the Print and Piece you want.
Yep. And have fun with it.
And have fun with it. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is awesome. And I'm so glad too that my customers will see that have purchased already. And probably there's a lot of customers out there that have purchased the software, got excited about it. And what you're doing now to support it is just great. That's just what R&K does. They support everything that they sell. I love that.
You have to come to my D&Q happy hour once a month.
So when is that, Judy?
It floats. It's on a Tuesday, but it floats around the Tuesdays because we put other things out on Tuesday about D&Q, but it's always on a Tuesday and it's always about designing quilts. And we put it out pretty much every Tuesday. So that's really
how do they join that?
Just go to Facebook and click on the link.
Click on the link that we're going to provide.
You can provide that one, but it's
yes, we'll provide a link.
We will provide a link. Okay.
Awesome. That would make it even easier for them.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
And here's something you might not be aware of yet. On our Floriani club, the software club for designing quilt, we have already over 90 videos of training already available. And the only way you can get it is if you own the software. So there's not going to be people in there trying to sell you anything or do anything like that. It's all training. And it will run anywhere from, I'm going to say 5 minutes to 15 minutes max. And it's like, hey, I want to know what this yellow block right here is. It's the Quilt Block Library, and it tells you about it, and it tells you how to use it. So a ton of work is done for you to help you, to give you support in the middle of the night when you have nothing else to do.
The fact that you have a club for this. So how do they join the club?
When they get their software, you register the software. And when you register the software, there's also a little box that says, do you wish to join the club? And you're in.
Wow. They have 90 different videos already. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yep. Well, it's on sale. It's on sale for $599.99. So you're basically getting $200 off this incredible piece of software that's 100% supported, not only from your dealer, which would be us, but also from R&K, the manufacturer, which I think is just fantastic. And they get you, Judy.
Yay. They might even come and see us again when I get there.
Okay, awesome. And then also don't forget, we also have the Print and Piece soft fabric as well, or paper, foundation paper. So you can go to our website, authorizedvacuumsew.com, or you can click the link on any of these Thumbs Up Thursdays and go straight to what you're interested in purchasing. So Judy, were we going to talk about this today? Were we going to talk about this today?
Yeah, I think we were going to talk about the thread. I thought we were going to talk about thread.
We could talk about the thread. Can we talk about this too? Because I have to tell you, one of my thumbs up Thursdays that I did when I first started doing these,
Oh, the
I
handle.
showed another gripper.
Okay.
And I had completely forgotten about the Quilter Select gripper. And my other smaller gripper that I showed would not have worked for this ruler. So I just wanted to make sure people know that there's an other option out there, that this thing is fantastic. I love the way it feels on my hand. Of course, I'm using it on one of the Quilter Select rulers that has the gripper that doesn't allow fabric to move.
Yeah.
But
So
does this help you in any way with your paper piecing?
yes, because when you're paper piecing, you're using the rulers like this. This is the 1.5 by 12 inch, which is phenomenal. This is the one you want to use when you're trimming your seams a lot. So how you do it, if you haven't done this before, is you will fold it on the line on your pattern and you lay your ruler down on it. So it'll, here, I've got one right here. Let's do it on this one. So when you put it down, you will lay your ruler on it and trim your fabrics underneath the ruler. Well, that's a lot of lifting and moving. So if you put the Quilter Select handle, and look how easy this is. You just put it on, it's there. But here's the trick for you. When you're doing this, don't hold the handle like this. Hold the handle like this. Look at my wrist and my hand. It's totally flat, no stress. It's amazing. And this peels off so easy. You just go like that, comes off. You can stick it on any of your other rulers. We like using it on the small rulers like this, but also if you've got a 6 by 24 ruler, the bigger ones, you put 2 handles on. That way you can do multiple layers of cutting at the same time. You just put your hands on, lift, set down, cut, lift, set down, and cut. So it makes it very easy. I'm sitting here looking at this. I got like one in a package, but I've got 2 of them opened already, just so I can flip back and forth between my rulers. Super, super easy, and just lift it off. It's really cool.
I have learned something.
Yeah.
I have learned a few things actually, and that excites me. Wow.
Cool.
Yes,
Feel the
I
difference?
totally agree with that. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Isn't
it's
that
so
easy?
important to be able to lift it without having to do this with your hands. Yeah, I love that. Wow, very cool.
Here's something else. There's no static cling. So when you do multiple layers of fabric and you're cutting, when you pick up, the fabric stays on the table. So you can pick it up and move it and set it right back down and cut. Because a lot of times, think about it, when you're cutting long pieces, you pick the ruler up and the fabric moves with it. And now you go, oh, you got to move it out of the way so you can do the right measurement again. So
I
no
love it.
cling on the
I love
fabric.
it. Yeah.
Really cool.
Judy, you've done a lot. You do so much research on the products and figure out every single way we can use it. That's what I love about you so much. So I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Judy, I think we're going to say goodbye to you today. And I wanted to tell you thank you very much. Did you want to stay for our drawing?
Sure, that would be
See
great.
who wins? Or can we do that with Judy?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, let's do that with Judy. Okay. So everybody, go ahead and make sure you put in your thumbs up in the comments. We'll give you maybe a couple of seconds, maybe one. I don't know. You want to sing a song with me, Judy? Sometimes that happens.
Oh, what can we do?
Everybody put your thumbs up and ready, set,